All right, so the next project I'm putting together is a wine glass holder. Hangs up on the wall, holds 4 wine glasses. It's gonna be pretty cool. Follow along. All right, so I'm marking out my spots where the wine glasses will sit down and recessed. I'm doing it in 1.5 inches from the outside edge, and about every 5 inches, I think, is what I've got it spaced out. 2 inches on the end, 2 or 3. So that's where the holes for the wine glasses will sit into. Get my Chucky. If I was smart, I probably would have doubled these up and cut them both at the same time, but some days I'm not so smart. Kind of figured it'd end up happening, had a little bit of a blowout on a knot. I'm gonna have to see if I can glue that back in. Kind of was hoping to have that little feature in there. We'll get her. Probably would be better to use CA glue. Garbage, because it'll stick to something that I don't want it to stick to. It's amazing using the difference in using the actuator for this, how quickly it'll stick. All right, let's hear in the comments down below what's the best way to get CA glue off your hands or super glue. Trying to work on getting a lot safer while working in the shop, so I'm not breathing in and doing crazy stuff other than cutting my hand. Pretty impressive. You want to catch that video of me running my hand across my angle grinder. I wouldn't suggest that on a Monday afternoon. Oh hey, now it's time to do a whole bunch of sanding. Paint and stain. I'm going to do a white and then probably a colonial walnut is what I think I have. And if you've watched any of my videos, any of the projects I do woodworking wise, save your old shower curtains, use those as a drop cloth for painting. They're cheap and it obviously works. You can see the paint all over it. Not sure how much of this paint I have, but this will do. So what I used on my crown molding when we did our living room. Which crown molding's a hoot if you've never done it. Actually, I might have been wrong when I said sanding is my least favorite thing to do. It's actually painting. wife has got a talent for it. All right, moving on to the stain. Do yourself a favor, anytime you use stain, especially on softer woods like pine that this is, use some pre-stain conditioner. You'll avoid blotchiness. It makes a world of difference as far as I'm concerned. You basically put this on, let it soak in for 30 minutes or so, and then throw your stain on. Works out really well. Highly, highly recommend it. So my goal is to hit it up with the colonial maple. I said colonial walnut, I think, but colonial maple is what I'm using. Stick around for the design I'm putting on it. I'm going to use a method using Modge Podge. I don't have a vinyl cutter at this point. You should buy one, and the Modge Podge things seem to work out well enough for me. I guess the only thing nice about doing the staining part is you can drink a beer while you're doing it. I don't dare do that type of stuff while I'm using power tools. I like my fingers and such. So throw some stain on. Okay, so I've got the backings painted the way I want them, and then I have the wine glass holders stained the way that I want them. The next portion that I'm going to do is a transfer of some text to the backing, and to do that I'm using Modge Podge, which is stuff that's available at your basically your arts and crafts store. It works real well. You print your text in a reverse form, or mirror fashion on a laser printer, put some Modge Podge on it, and then transfer it to your artwork or your woodwork, whatever you want to put it on. I would recommend cutting out as much of the paper as you possibly can. It'll just make it easier in the long run when you actually finish the process up, and I'll show you that as we get going. Okay, this is Modge Podge. So you want to make sure you got the all the ink coated. You don't have to get crazy with a huge amount of it. That should do. Kind of just eyeballing it. I don't really have it lined up any particular way. And then you're just going to make sure it's pushed down really good. Get any bubbles out. Okay, the other thing that works real well is if you buy yourself one of these rollers. Gets it out pretty evenly. All right, that's number one. We'll let that sit. Usually overnight is what you want to do. Gonna throw the first coat of poly on the hangers. Okay, we're in the garage this morning. We're gonna get to work and we're gonna clean up the Modge Podge stuff that we did yesterday. I'll show you how I do that, and put a final coat of polyurethane on everything, and then put it all together. To clean up the Modge Podge, to take the paper off, all you need is water. It doesn't really have to be any specific temperature. I keep mine a little bit warm. You're gonna blot it on until everything turns. You can see the text underneath. And the trick is to get it wet enough and rub it to get the paper off, but not rub it so hard that you're taking the ink off with it. So you can see it starting to show through. And then you just keep working that until it comes off. Okay, good stuff. Now that the polyurethane is dried enough, we're going to do the final assembly, so we'll get right into it. Put the battery in. Do just a little bit of CA glue to get it lined up where I want to put everything. And then I'll screw and glue everything from there. Just a little bit of holding power so I can get the glue or get it up. Wow, I put a lot of glue on that. There we are. Fancy wine glass holder. What do we think? All right, my friends, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. It's the 4-position wine glass rack made out of reclaimed pallet wood. It turned out nice. I'm happy with it. Hopefully the wife will be happy with it as well. You can paint it, design it however you want to fit your area. I suggest you make one. It's a cool project. It's fun to do, and again, they turn out pretty nice. If you would, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out if you do that. This video gets recommended to more folks, and hopefully some more folks will get some value out of this video or my other videos on the channel. Other than that, I want you to know one thing. Your couch sucks. It's time for you to get up, get on, and do something epic, like drink some wine. See you.